Hey everyone, I'm Liz Hunt,
And I'm Chelsea Poppens.
and this is the Agency Rocket Show, where we discuss the chaos of running a creative agency. Sort of. So today we have some really cool people on the show with us. We have some DayCloud, our agency. We have some employees with us today. Yeah.
We have Maren and Keaton.
Woo. Yeah.
Hey.
So I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. Mostly because I'm super curious what you're going to say. Keaton, I'll let you go first.
Cool. I am Keaton Haynes. I am the new marketing coordinator at DayCloud as of late January. So I just got started here. I'm getting used to the whole process of things going on around here, and I'm loving every second of it.
Aw, we love you too. Yes. Maren.
I am Maren. I started at DayCloud as a junior graphic designer a couple of months ago, and I kind of started straight out of school, so I went straight from school to working for you guys, and it's been wonderful.
Yeah.
It'd be really weird if you guys gave negative reviews.
We hate it here.
We hate it here.
Yeah. They're forcing us to do this podcast.
Oh, blink twice if you need help.
Stops recording.
Screen goes black.
Blinking
I
SOS.
You
I can
just
actively
hear
remove
screams in the
people.
background. Yeah. Oh god.
Today, we brought everybody on. We're going to do some reviews of some brands for 2024. So, I'm not a designer, so I'll kick this back to Liz, who is our chief creative officer.
Yes, so there's a few different brands that I've been dying to share my opinion about because I have a lot of opinions about them. A couple of these organizations rebranded back in 2023, and I still have opinions about them in 2024. So we're going to talk about them. I have Maren and Keaton on here since Chelsea self-proclaimed is not a designer. I needed more people to talk with me about our opinions about these. So the first one we're going to talk about
Drum roll.
is the Nickelodeon rebrand. So as most people know, Nickelodeon is a children's TV network, and I'm gonna play this video of the rebrand.
Come on, you know just what to do. It's in your blood, now follow through. Come on, get with it, get it, everything you got.
This one's going to strike home for a lot of people with the nostalgia of Nickelodeon and all the memories that it brings back.
So glad that they brought back the slime. Did anybody else really want to get slimed as a kid? Were you ever like, oh my god, I need to go on that show right there?
No.
Your blood, now follow through. Come on, get with it, get it, everything you got. Ain't gonna stop till you begin. Unleash the beast that lives within you. Gotta give it everything you got to make the dream come true.
Lots
Yeah.
of children.
Ugh.
What?
So, ew.
Lots of children, lots of fun, a lot of movement,
A lot of movement. A lot of 3D.
and the music
Yep,
is very
lot
like
of 3D.
very like jazz hands, like da, 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 like sporadic and
Yeah. And of course, the slime.
Slime.
All the good slimes.
I never wanted to get slimed because it looked very messy, and it looked
Yeah.
like you would just have slime in your hair for
Okay.
days.
But the game shows look so fun sometimes.
They look super
Like,
fun. I was always
I
like,
could totally do
man.
that.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
Legends of the Hidden
so much.
Temple.
I cannot believe you remembered the name of that. Oh my gosh. It's
All right,
so
so
good.
What are your guys'
Okay.
initial reactions to this?
I think that this is one of the best rebrands of 2023. Hands down, they did a spectacular job of rebranding this. I think that the 3D that they built into this is beautiful. I think they did a perfect job of it. I think the slime is awesome. It looks so good. The 3D pieces on this just looking like a pillow and just how bubbly it looks, I think is so perfect. I think they wanted to build a spicy brand with so much color, so much movement, so much pizzazz and fun and quirkiness and craziness. And I think they did it. I think they pulled it off.
Do you think that they created this brand around people's attention span of being so low that they're like sporadic movements, like all the senses, all the feels, all the 3D?
I do think the video aspects especially, and the effects and the colors definitely do cater to a younger audience, like the newer age group that's watching all of these shows. It absolutely, you're right. The attention spans are getting shorter and shorter, and I think this definitely caters to that really, really well.
Attention spans have decreased by 2.5 minutes.
Wow.
So, yes.
It's
the average attention span now is 8.25 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
That
makes sense.
I like it too. I like that it's moving with the modern times. I think people are still going to hold on to the nostalgia of the old Nickelodeon, but I like how they pulled in the old archaic pieces of the slime, like structure, the outline of it. Also with the actual logo, Nickelodeon still resembles, like, I know some of the older ones that they've done. So they pulled in those old pieces with the new pieces, and I think they did a really good job.
I agree. I think the logo type itself kind of harkens back to the original well enough that it still feels like Nickelodeon.
Because the 2009 rebrand was, I think, basically a similar typeface, but it was just Nick, and there was less of the splatter, and it was more just orange letters. And I feel like this is a better callback to the one from the 90s and the early 2000s, and it brings in some of those elements that I'm so nostalgic for personally. Like, I loved the splatter, and I kind of missed that with, like, it was part of it, but it wasn't as big of a part of it in the mid-2010s. So this is a nice, refreshing reboot for me.
Yeah. It does feel like, even though it's updated, it has that historic element to it.
Actually, I'm going to backtrack on what I said. I don't really like the 3D animations. They kind of trip me out. They're a little trippy.
But that was
they're
always
a little
Nickelodeon.
trippy.
They were supposed to be trippy. They were the
That's
edgy,
true.
meant for children. They were like, we are the children's
Yes.
network. We won't show any ads that are directed towards adults. It was always just like, we want kids. Because they know that they're being advertised to. So that was always their mindset.
Yeah.
I love the 3D stuff. I think it's done so well. I think it's awesome.
Did anyone see, like, when the Super Bowl was playing, how they had one playing on Nickelodeon that had lots of 3D characters explaining the game?
No.
It was hilarious. Dora was on screen, like a 3D version of Dora, and she was, like, explaining the game. And for me personally, who is not a sports person and knows, like, nothing about football, I was like, I'm watching the Nickelodeon one every year. This is so helpful. Oh my goodness. This is so nice.
Yes.
But yeah, they had their branding all over it. They had, like, fake slime, like, dripping down the field. It was really cool. I thought it was a really cool way to use the branding. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And good for them for taking something that's so, like, iconic and just kind of cleaning it up a little bit. I mean, this is the proper way to do smoothening, the modern smoothening.
Yeah. One of the things I love too is that they have the justification for how they are moving their elements around. Like, they have this logo mark that they built, but then they're building in these other elements, and they have a reason for how they are able to use it throughout these different parts of the brand, and like how they're able to build in these other pieces is through some of these other elements that they're drawing out and kind of laying out here. And so, like, there's reasoning behind all the different graphics that they've built out. And I love that. Also, the slime. I cannot get over this 3D slime. I just love it. I love it so much.
My initial, I'm really going against the crowd on this. It's overstimulating for me.
That's fair.
Well, But
No, I get
also,
it.
you're not the audience,
Yeah.
so like that's what we have to remember.
Yeah.
You're a 40-year-old woman, so
I'm sitting over here with my cane saying, this is a lot.
A lot of bright colors.
yeah,
It's moving so fast. Can we slow
Yeah.
it down?
yeah. One thing that I am a little not crazy wild about is the typeface that they have for everything. It is a little hard to read. That's one thing I would
Especially when
say
it's
is-
upside down.
Well, Chelsea. Oh my gosh. That's a creative choice. They have the exact same word
That
up
is
here.
definitely a choice.
Oh my
I
gosh.
I don't
You don't need
dislike
to
the
be able to read that.
typeface, but it's
I
yeah.
like it. It's just a scotch hard to read at times.
I'm going to change all of your guys' opinions.
In Agency Rocket, it looks a little bit like our subtitle.
It
Delegothic.
does.
Just
Yeah.
a bit.
It's a little similar.
Yeah. It's just a scotch thick. But
Yeah.
yeah. I can still get over it. Like I still love it all.
So, ultimate verdict, yay or nay?
Yes.
Let everyone put a thumbs up or thumbs down.
Two thumbs up. I'm a 2 thumbs upper.
Okay, we got 3 versus 1. I lose. That's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
Should die on that hill.
Well, Chelsea, you're wrong. All right. So our next one is Jell-O. So this is another one that rebranded back in 2023 that I just have too many opinions about that I desperately needed to share. This is the packaging that they did. You'll see some of this lovely illustrations, overly simplified illustration.
Mhm.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. That looks scary.
Slightly
Yeah.
terrified.
Don't like the teeth.
So
Not a fan of those.
no. So this is the old brand. This is the new brand. So one of the things that they said is that this new one is meant to be loud, proud, and simple. The
Simple.
O, yep, the letter O represents the fun and jiggly nature of the beloved dessert. And the redesigned logo perfectly captures the essence of Jell-O's wiggly and playful charm. What else? It's meant to usher in Jell-O into its vibrant and modern era. The updated packaging exudes creativity and whimsy. So we're not doing literal fruit depictions, but imaginative and playful representations of different flavors.
Mhm.
I don't mind the typeface, the type of the logo font. It's the actual simplification of the fruit and everything else on the packaging that I don't really care for.
Ugh.
Anyone else have
And then-
opinions?
Oh, I have lots of opinions.
They're overblowing it.
Yes.
It's not actually fun or whimsical. It's just kind of there. Like, I'm not.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know that it's worth having an article written about. It's so bland. There's no
It is. It really
playfulness.
is.
Yeah, like
There's
it's not
no
terrible. It's just
playfulness.
mediocre. Like it's just kind of fine.
incredibly mediocre. There's nothing playful about it. You moved the O off the baseline of the rest of the lettering, and that's your play, like,
Jiggly.
friend. This
Do you think
is
they-
playful. This is a playful, spicy brand. This
Yes.
is not.
Do you think that they just oversimplified it since it's like, it's just Jell-O? And their version, it's like a CPA or a law firm being like, this is fun.
Yeah. Even though they added
yes.
illustrations too.
The
Doesn't help.
illustrations don't bother me. Like they're fine, but
They're-
you can see 2/3 of the packaging is still the branding. Like it's still the logo design. Like
It's just fine.
It's-
I see it on the shelf. I say
Yes.
that's Jell-O. I eat that when I
Yes.
have wisdom tooth surgery and I need to make sure that I don't eat solids. Like that's it.
Yes.
They didn't need to do
Yes.
anything crazy.
I mean,
They-
I don't even think I noticed
well-
that they rebranded really.
You can't tell. Yes. Because it's so mediocre, it's so bland. Just like the product itself. It's mediocre and bland. I mean, that's what they should have said in this article. Was like, oh, meh, this is the rebrand. Meh. That is what this article should have said. We rebranded Jell-O, and it is meh.
I wouldn't say it's anything outstanding, but
No.
I mean, they probably took a page out of the book of like Bubblies, the simplification of like the bubbly can and ahas.
Oh,
so
don't
that
even
was
get me
probably
started on bubbly.
Oh, we know sparkling water. You hate them all.
No. I love
branding.
sparkling water. One, but no. I love a lot of the branding of sparkling water. It's bubbly specifically. Their branding is trash, and it looks like no. It's
Tell us how you really feel.
Like it is lowbrow branding, and I don't like it. It's gross. It looks like it's cheap branding, and it's
So does
terrible.
this Jell-O look cheap to you? It is, I guess. But
No.
Jell-O's not cheap.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily look cheap. It just looks nothing like what they said it was supposed to look like.
Yeah. If your expectations aren't set high, do you prefer the old one versus the new one? What are your guys's?
I actually like the new one more than the old one.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not by
I like
much.
the new one more.
Yeah. The new one's
Yeah.
better.
I do prefer it. The new one is
Yeah.
better. Yes.
Yeah. So
But
for
the-
this one, we would be like,
this-
it's all right. But
The slightly offset O is not enough of a change for me. To me, it's not good enough to make the logo of interest. I think they should have just like kept it in line.
For Gen Z too. They're like, they rebranded this for Gen Z. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I am in Gen Z. How does this appeal to Paul? I don't understand. Like, I guess it's because there's graphics now. None of it screams Gen Z to me
Yeah.
whatsoever, at least in my
are there a
head.
lot of Gen Zers eating
No.
pudding packs and Jell-O?
No, not really, no.
I mean, their target audience is kids, so it makes sense why they made it more vibrant and more colorful.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why they made the blocky letters stand out for like kids in K through 5th grade. They're like
Mhm.
JELLO, like a definitive in their mind, I guess, maybe.
Easier to read.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was also an interesting marketing choice for
yeah.
that. I was like,
I could see kids seeing the
Yeah.
colorful thing and just like grabbing it out the shelf, shoving it in mom's cart and getting rolling without a thought.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, kids are not Gen Z. You know?
Mm-mm.
That's
No.
a different
Nope.
that's
No.
a different audience.
Yeah.
Gen
Well,
Alpha.
You
Gen
know?
Zers are, once again, the target audience for wisdom tooth removals right now. So it does check out.
True. That is true.
Good point, Keaton.
Yeah.
Well, you make
Yeah.
an excellent point.
Loud and proud. Yeah, it's a no for me, dear. Boo.
I'm gonna say yes.
2 thumbs.
I mean, it's
Chelsea,
better than the old one.
You are
It's better than the
are
old one.
willfully no. Chelsea is willfully going against me now.
I give it a yes because the branding's better than the old one. My expectations aren't like it needs to be pizzazzed. It's just
But it doesn't
better.
accomplish
It's
what they set out
incrementally
to
better.
accomplish.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I will
Let's
also say I
move
don't
on.
hate the old logo when it's just displayed like that.
It's
When
the
it's
packaging.
flat, I don't either.
Better. That
Exactly.
3D is what ages it. I feel like makes it a little dated. but-
Yeah. Yeah, this
The
little
shine.
sparkle over here.
The shine.
Yeah.
Giving
It's
Zippo
like
that.
boss on Photoshop.
So good. It's so good. You know what's really interesting though? They are making this super 3D, and that's what we loved about this Nickelodeon. But Nickelodeon is also digital, is meant to be 3D, right?
Yeah.
But Jell-O
Video
is
right.
packaging. It's printed, it's flat, so like it shouldn't be 3D. All right, let's move on to the Gushers fruit roll-ups and fruit by the foot.
Fruit by the foot.
Okay, fruit by the foot.
Ah! Jump scare.
Yes,
So shall we do Gushers first?
sure. Let's see if I have. Yeah.
There
All
we
right,
go.
Gushers.
I like it.
I like it.
I love this one. I love
Yeah,
this
I
I
one.
like
actually
too.
like it. Yeah.
It's very colorful and groovy.
So
almost.
colorful. It's really eye-catching. I think the letters play super well into like the way that they've outlined this into the splat is awesome. I love it. I
Right.
think they did a really nice job.
And even though it's just black typeface, I mean, I love all of the little like droplets
Yeah.
that they kind of worked in there, and I feel like the
Yeah.
contrast between that black type and then all the colors behind it, I think it works really well.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't have hated if they would have left the white and blue, like just the same color scheme as before. I think
Yeah.
the white pops more with the other brighter colors, but I just love the shapes of the letters and sort of playfulness of this. Like Jell-O could take some notes. I don't know. I think it's really, really great. But the one complaint I have is I think I like the white a little bit better. But I do think the black also contrasts really nice still.
My question is, are the Gushers packages plastic or
Yeah.
paper? Because the paper ones always squished my Gushers a bit too much, and so I don't know if
It's
the
true.
Pre-gushed Gushers.
That's so
yeah, they're
true.
usually
You don't
already
want that.
gushed. They're already gushed, and that was always frustrating.
Depressing.
Remember those
Whatever he
commercials that
does,
were like, my
sad.
gusher didn't gush! My gusher didn't gush!
I got a gusher that didn't gush. Why didn't it gush? Set it down.
I always hated when they're already deflated. They're already flat tires in the package.
And then, like, you try to grab it too, it's all sticky, and you're like, this is bad all around.
Yeah, I would say there's more life to it, and it feels gushier than the old one. The old one feels feistier, almost harsher, Mortal Kombat style. But
Skateboard.
yeah,
This
and
one
the-
does?
it's just more like I don't know.
It's got that
Pointy
shine.
Let me use
Yeah.
my designer speak, Liz. It's more like glass. I don't know, but the other one feels juicier, which makes sense to me.
Yeah. Well, it's
Liquefied.
because the letters are so rounded. So this one has some sharper edges, and this one, because it's so rounded, it kind of gives that squishy feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the vibe it's giving. That's why it feels
Yeah.
like that.
It inspires hope for me that my Gushers will be fully gushed.
Yeah, the Gushers will gush. But I mean, they also used to keep it consistent across all of them. Like Gushers, Fruit by the Foot, they all had that blue with the
Outline.
highlight in the middle
they?
with the white text.
Yeah, they were
Oh.
more visually related before, yeah.
So I think,
Interesting.
yeah,
Huh.
see, it's got
Yeah.
the same sort of.
Are they owned by the same
Yeah.
company still?
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
Gushers,
I
yeah, your
think this
name.
one's, yeah, for sure.
Yes.
I love
For
this one.
sure. I think
Look
it's
at us
great.
all on the
I
same
think-
page.
I think for this one, just comparing the two, I think for this one, I just feel like the way that the typeface relates to the splat just does a way better job of relating with the splatter a lot better than how this one does. Because this one, it looks like they've just dropped the typeface onto a splat that's already there. Whereas this one, it looks like they built them together. Like it's much more cohesive. They were way more intentional about bringing the whole piece together versus this one. It looks like two separate pieces. Like it was an afterthought, you know?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
shapes
Right.
do mimic each other really nice.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
The old
Also,
one's
they
got that
brightened-
mid-2000 shine,
Yeah.
that glint.
It does.
They brightened the yellow too. This one is kind of a
Oh,
darker
yeah.
yellow. Pukey yellow. They brightened it quite a bit. Which is nice. I like it. I do
Right.
like it better. Tropical flavors. Okay, fruit by the foot.
I hate it.
I hate it.
Hate it. I hate it so much.
It's so bad.
Foot.
It's so bad. Honestly,
Foot.
I hate both of them. I hate this one and I hate this one.
They're all bad. All
And
bad.
Liz, I agree with you
They're
on
all
that.
bad. Okay, I'll say one thing that is good about this. The green color is awesome. I love
Green
the
is
green.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's giving Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Yeah. But even the way that this curves around, just even the lettering even is terrible.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that it literally just says a giant foot. But
I understand where they're coming from with that top piece because they wanted to be like, oh, well, this is like the fruit by the foot. This is what that is. They're like trying to represent it, but it just does not work. It's not executed
No.
very well. There's a lot of empty space in that F right there, and then that first O is so close.
Also,
Yeah,
the white
it
type
is.
on the neon green of the fruit by the with no outline,
Right.
no blue, no anything. You don't even see it. That's
Yeah.
why you just see foot. Because it's white on neon green is
Just-
not exactly a good.
No.
no.
I think we lose it. Like you said, the white.
Yeah.
It doesn't make
Yeah.
an entrance. You look at
No.
it and it kind of like subtly fades into the box, and it
Yeah.
doesn't stand out by any means. But also,
Yeah.
I think it's funny that they went away from the 3D visual of the fruit by the foot. They went away from it from the previous box into this very simplified version of it.
Yeah.
Also,
Right, it's not like rolling
yeah.
towards you.
just the fun thing about this image, like the graphic on the newer one just isn't as fun. It's not as dynamic. It's not
No.
fully in all. It's just kind of there. It looks like a stripe.
Mhm. And
It's
even the layers that they've added, they just look crappy. It looks sloppy and not well thought out in general. Like just we're going to add a second little layer behind it. And it's not even, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's not even consistently the same. It's skinnier up here than it is down here. So it's not even done well.
Oh yeah.
Like it's
It
just
is.
sloppy, you know? It's
It,
not.
it feels like a Canva design that I could have done.
That's very offensive.
Insulting.
Dun, dun, dun.
She said the C word.
I feel like I could have done this.
Yeah.
Yikes. I didn't even know it was Emily Zuge. I love her too. I'm kind of disappointed in her for this.
Oh, what has she done in the past? What does she know?
Oh, she blew up on TikTok for making purposefully bad logos for people. That were really funny.
Are you sure it was? Are you sure it was on purpose?
No,
Was
yeah,
one
it
of-
was on purpose.
Was this one of them? Because
No,
man.
but it could be. No, she did one like instead of the Detroit Lions, it's the Detroit Lines, and it's literally 3 lines. Like it's hilarious. They're really funny.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But she is also
Oh,
a real
man.
designer. But I didn't know. Yeah, this is Emily. Come on, she did the Gushers one though, so she's good with that.
Well, yeah.
Foot.
But I had hope in her. I had hope in her. This is bad.
Yeah. Box of fruit.
Even the caption and TikTok is ablaze. It's
Yeah.
really funny.
I mean, yeah. The layered things, it just isn't done well. And the typeface, it's just not doing it. It's just like not hitting it.
If they had made fruit bigger and kind of
Yeah.
almost like, you know, like a book cover where you have like the 2 main words and then you had by the be just like a little smaller. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like that would be such an easy fix.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I do like is the little illustration for this, for the actual candy itself. I think it's cute. I think it's done well, and I think it illustrates it well. So there you go.
Way to be positive.
Yeah.
I
it's
wish
great.
it was on the packaging too of the actual fruit roll up. Like they just made it
Yeah.
plain green.
I almost
Yeah.
think it's like Laffy Taffy. The
You know
lime
what's
green
inter-
Laffy Taffies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
It is similar.
Okay, down here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has several layers behind it. It has the blue and I think the orange and the yellow. And
Okay.
Yeah,
It
there's
does-
like
it doesn't-
4.
yeah, there's several layers. And it doesn't bother me as much. Like it's meant to be there or something. Yeah.
Maybe they had them there in
Alright.
the first place and then he just deleted them and then didn't clean up that blue line.
Yeah, something. Okay, boo on this one. Boo. Part of me wonders if the client, like you were saying, Maren, she's a talented designer. Part of me wonders if the client just got too involved.
That's possible. She did great. She did great with the Gushers one. So what happened here? Like,
I know. It's probably a different team. So who knows?
You know what
Okay.
probably happened is someone left the company and another person got brought on mid-project
Ah,
and blew it up.
yes. And bombed the whole thing? Yes. Oh,
They're
we
like,
know
well, this
that
wasn't the
all too
direction that we were
well.
originally going. And this
Yeah.
guy's like, well, this is what I want to do.
And they weren't at the discovery meeting. Ugh,
Yep.
We knew it.
Those type of people.
Mm-hmm. All right.
this one's fun. I like it.
So fruit roll-ups. Yes. This one is super different, and I don't know what's going on here, and I kind of want maybe a different. Let me see if
I
I
like
can
the corner
find.
rolling over.
I love it. Okay, so this is better. Oh my goodness. Fruit roll-ups. This is freaking awesome.
I love it. I love it.
I am obsessed. This is so amazing. Like, this
This
is a
is
great...
so nostalgic.
The tongue
And this is
tattoos
a-
in the background.
Yes! And this is a great way to not just have a logo, but have like a whole brand around something. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Strawberry Blast. Like, that's so perfect. Oh
I
my
love the kind of
gosh.
vintagey 70s looking outline too. That's really fun.
Yes. Yes.
I love how they leaned into the fun aspect of fruit
Yeah.
roll-ups a bit
Yeah.
more than they had in the previous years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Not only do you have that rolling O, but you also have that dog ear. Like, you're really just leaning into that. It's a roll.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even the peeling, the
Yes.
peeling nature of them to peel the
Yes.
shapes out. That was always
Yeah.
fun.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, even like the
Rolls.
packaging. I didn't even see that even on the actual packaging of the like candy.
Down here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all of the same sort of designs.
Heck
That's
yeah.
really cool.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Just all the illustrations, just the package, like the labels, and it's so perfect. I'm obsessed.
These are the best tasting of the three, too. Just putting it out there.
No, I will fight you on that. Gushers are superior. No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
that's
For roll-ups,
awesome.
they're more tart.
Wait, which flavor?
gonna-
Which flavor? Of
Strawberry's the
roll-up?
best one.
No!
Gushers don't have a flavor,
Strawberry's
right?
the best. The Tide is okay.
Tropical. Tropical.
Tropical Tide is okay. Strawberry Blast is the best.
No. No. I disagree.
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't think I ever actually liked fruit roll-ups because I just get too hungry, and then I would just like shove a piece of paper in my like it's just like a piece of paper of fruit roll-up that you just put in your
Problem,
mouth.
Chelsea.
That sounds like a personal problem. I was a hungry kid.
Hungry bunny.
Yeah, I don't think I was
that's-
patient enough.
Out of the three, I think this one is my most favorite rebrand.
Mm-hmm.
I think this
It's
one
tons
is
of
the
fun.
best. Oh, I didn't even see
Agreed.
this pig flying. This one is done so well.
I like the cactus.
Oh, the cactus is
Yes.
so cute.
Yes. And I love how they didn't overdo all the colors either. That's something that I think is really cool. Like, they picked specific things to fill in with color, and then other things are not. And one of the things that does is it makes the logo stand out more, which I think is really cool. I think they've done such a good job with this.
Yeah.
Fruit flavor.
Yeah, it feels
snacks,
really
fruit
cohesive.
roll-ups.
It almost makes you want to color
Oh.
it in, too. Especially
It
as a
does.
kid. Like, you're
I was
like, oh, I'm
gonna
going to take my
say.
crayons and fill it in.
Yeah, it's so true. Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
I keep looking at it. I'm like, I like it so much. It's so cool.
Yeah.
The green
And
pops so
every-
nicely against the red.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Every little thing that you find is like a new cool discovery. You're like, oh, and there's illustrations on the roll up itself and cool glasses. I love it.
What did the old one look like?
Here we go.
Is that it? Okay.
Wait, really?
Same consistent branding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one feels so much better. It's, gosh, yeah. It was similar to the other two where it's sharp
Yeah.
edges and stuff. But this bubbly feel makes it feel so much more approachable and friendly, and I love it.
Yeah. The first box really does look like an arm sleeve of
does.
tattoos, and
Yeah.
which they were leaning into it. Which
Yeah.
the second one leans in more to a cleaner, fun. I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
know, like you said, the vintagey look of things.
Yeah. This
The
one
thicker
is
black
like
lines are too
overloaded.
much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's just overloaded and overwhelming and just crowded. This
Yeah.
one feels way more tasteful. And I like how they did this packaging versus this
Yep.
too.
Yeah, more interesting.
great.
Really,
Mhm.
really works into the box for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely goes
It's-
together more. It's more coherent in general.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I googled the fruit roll-ups, and it came up with fruit roll-up ice cream. Like people just put ice cream in the fruit roll-ups, and that sounds
haven't-
horrible.
It's so
Wow.
good. You didn't try it?
No.
Okay. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. There was a trend on TikTok. They use like mango sorbet, but you put it in the fruit roll up and then it hardens the fruit roll up and makes it like a crunchy outer shell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. You know what I really hate? I hate gummy bears that they put in ice cream, and then the gummy bears get
They're
super
so
hard.
hard.
No, it's not
Yes.
like
You
that.
can't eat them.
Yeah.
Because it's thicker. This
No.
is like a really thin layer around the ice cream. So it's kind of just like, you get those Dairy Queen hard shells. Similar. Similar vibes.
Okay, maybe. I feel like an old lady where I was like, absolutely not.
That's too much sugar.
Nickelodeon's too fast, and this is too much sugar for my old
Too
teeth.
much colors. I can't
This
do
one-
it.
This one hurts my teeth.
Okay, I have a meeting now, so I have to get going. But
Okay, so consensus is fruit roll-ups, yay. The rest of them,
yes,
wishy-washy.
Gushers is good.
Gushers is good. Yeah.
All right.
Gushers is
Gushers
good.
is good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Yeah.
Good job. Bye.
Thanks.